Hello, y'all. How you doing? Wait, what? What does this look like? What is this character doing? After yesterday's Lotro stream, I redid my character's appearance using 4 pieces of the Dunlin outfit stuff that I picked up, dyed Arid Blue, because I happen to have a stack of Arid Blue dye floating around, so I used it. So finally put this good piece to use, and the boots, and the cloak, and the hands, and also the shoulders actually are coming from older content, but they're close enough. So we'll run with that. Yeah, look at that. Look at my character. You see how pretty. All right, let's get back in on. I really actually like the belt as well. Look at that. That's really good. All right, let's get back into it. Let me pop my chat out down here so you can see. So I can actually see without y'all looking up my nose. I make that joke a lot and it's still funny. It's never been funny. So let me tell you what happened earlier today. I was the guest on the Prince and Pony Podcast Plays stream, hosted by Alan Sisto, aka Man of the West. And oh yeah, I also changed out which staff I was using, so that's fun. And it was a lot of fun. He was just starting the Waves and Wind, the Song of Waves and Wind in Corsairs of Umbar, because he was originally going to Valor a character and just go straight to Umbar. And like, no, bro, you got to start in King's Gondor, because it tells you exactly what's going on, etc., etc. So that's what happened, and we ran through, I think we got to chapter 1.5. Had a good chatter. Suffered through like a 15-minute lag spike that both Lotro and DDO were experiencing at the same time. And it was just the NA servers. The EU servers are fine. They're not experiencing. So it's something that's going on specifically with the Vegas data center. And I'm sure Suburlan and company are not happy about that one damn bit. Especially considering all the chaos they had. And also, I would like to point out, today is the day before Easter. Therefore, it means it's Easter candy time. And I just noticed that whoever packaged my chocolate bunny that I've got here put the bow upside down. But we've got a chocolate bunny here, and it's very cute. It's the milk chocolate one. I also have a dark chocolate one in the fridge, but this is the milk chocolate one. And you know what we're gonna do with this bunny? You know, because bunnies are conies. We know what Sam does with conies if he's given the opportunity. You can hear the sound of tearing paper. Tearing very thin metallic paper. I thought this was supposed to be a hollow bunny. Oh, hi, Stormlust. You may not have any of this. However, you can protest and come over here. Anytime she's looking in that direction, she's seeing my hair tie. Oh, look at the fuzzy butt. There you go. She's like, ooh, what's that? And now she's in front of my screen and I can't see Halbrad in front of me. I think it's Halbrad. Yeah, it's Halbrad. What are you doing, Stormlost? Come here. You're in front of Halbrad. He's very important. I don't think this is I think it's a hollow bunny. You're being a butt. You're right in front of my screen. I mean, you're very cute. She's going to be very unhappy with me tomorrow night. Because tomorrow night, she gets the gremlin treatment. Yeah, she doesn't get fed after midnight. And the only way I'm going to be able to enforce that is I'm going to have to lock all the food for everybody up into the pantry, so nobody is getting fed after midnight. Storm lost. I would like to play the video game, please. I'm gonna pet your tail. I got your tail. Look at this feather duster. Storm lost. Come here. Oh, now she wants to go away. Alright. So Kiriana, the Noble and True, is level 73. She has a perk now. We'll grab that. So we'll get to almost level 74 in Rested XP, which is really nice. So we had a lot of fun today with the gang from the Prince and Pony podcast and their community. And I noticed some folks from my community, Montclair, had stopped in as well. And that was really cool to have you there and to show support. And I've been coaching Alan on making sure that at some point before he gets to chapter 5 of the Song of Ways and Wind, that he goes back and makes Halros go to the Pelennor. Except he pronounced it Pelennor, which makes sense because emphasis on the second syllable, Mount Mindalluin, Orodruin. The Orodruin one, when Rings of Power said it that way, just blew my damn mind. But then as soon as I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, that's the right way of doing things. So that's a whole ass thing. But it really was a lot of fun today. And we have some vague plans in the works to repeat, or otherwise that I might actually be rolling with him while he's playing either that or a different character. Playing through the Song of Ways and Wind. And so we'll see how that goes. So we got enhancement runes. We got ancient script. I'm not yet maxed out on ancient script. Fragments, figments and embers. Yeah, we'll open that up. Alrighty. Good evening, Kevin. You just missed Storm Lost. And I have snacks. Easter chocolate. Lindt chocolate is so damn good. Let me get my... I got a tome of tracking. Oh my god. Alright. So we left off on the official stream yesterday. Where we have just escaped Isengard, and Lou Brennan has proven himself to be untrustworthy. Bastard. I couldn't say that on Lothlórien stream. I can say bastard a lot on DDO stream, but only in the context of bastard swords, of course. Can't call somebody a bastard. Otherwise, somebody would complain to Cordova, and Cordova would be like, "What are you doing, Druid?" I'll be glad when he comes back from holiday. People's like, why is Cord on vacation? It's because it's spring break. He's spending time with his kiddo. Actually, I got to hang out with Cord and his kid on Sunday, this past Sunday. Did my annual tradition of stopping by on the way home. Cordo baked me bread. Gave me a whole ass loaf of bread that he baked himself to take home with me, and it was very tasty. And no, I'm not sharing. Even if I had any left over, I wouldn't be sharing because it was really good. And I got to meet Brooklyn, the black kitty cat from his girlfriend's kitty cat, Brooklyn is a whole is an absolute unit. He's a big fucking chunky cat. Yeah, actually, they're calling me Druid. That's something that Katie, aka Bree Crossroads, she started, and it kind of just took off, and I'm like, okay. You know, they're not calling me hey you or hey stupid, so it was funny. But I'm used to being, other folks will call me just Druid, or if you're some of the WoW people, like Taryn Gregory from Blizzard, calls me Drood, Drood, and I think it's cute. As long as nobody's being insulting, I don't really give much of a shit what people call me.
We have come to the crossroads.
Okay.
Sooner than I expected.
Alright, we get the Warren Ranger's tunic or the Fine Grey Company tunic. We're going fancy because fuck this. We're not doing this cheap, by the way. Again, I've got chocolate. Can you get short into mana? No. Think they're potions of you? Yeah, I know, right? But did you notice how they pronounce your name right? I didn't have to actually tell anybody. It's Monothlair. They just knew how to pronounce it. These freaking nerds. But hopefully, next week's scenario will mention your name correctly. Because I did teach him how to say your name. Okay, we've come to the crossroads, and sooner you expected. You want to help the Prince of Rohan? For without his aid and that of his doughty warriors, my men and I would still be captives with Falcon. We cannot abandon our journey. Our duty lies with Aragorn, and we must find him in Rohan or die searching. We cannot stay to help Théodred with his battles. I want you to go with the prince. I want you to lend him your strength and your wisdom and your courage. You can travel south more swiftly than we can. Even hale and hardy, our diminished number would take some time to make ready, and we are wounded and tired. Make your farewells with my kin. I know they will want to say goodbye. Saradon is there by the fire. He knows what I have in mind, though others may not. We're getting fancy clothes. The poor man, he's fielding so much other crap. You was never going to sit him down and beat him with a Sindarin language. I did. I didn't beat it. It's like, just so you know, it's pronounced Monothlair. He said it a few times. He'll probably forget. It's fine.
Oberod told me his decision, and I will not speak against it.
You'll miss me. You wish you might still travel with you. I know Erebrondir feels the same way. He's not forgotten the farrier who crafted him a new shoe in Holleen, or the high elf who saved the farrier. You have skill beyond strength of arms and the reach of knowledge. You have fine friends where you tread, and where they cannot be found, you make them with kindness and generosity. Halbrand does not realize how close he came to spending the rest of his days in the prison caves of Tor Morva, but I do. Consider this, my friend, and do not forget it. Prince Théodred was at this camp for days before he escaped from Isengard and held counsel with me. But he did not move to rescue my kin until he spoke with you. Nay, do not console me. I am not ashamed. Your ability to rally people to your side is yours alone, and it is a power that you must not forget. It has saved many lives already, and I know it will again. I'm getting some new clothes.
You do not need me to tell you these things.
Aww. Chocolate. Go talk to Coroner. By the way, Scamper, the Bjorning, did send Halros south. Before I was on stream with Alan, I took my character through the on-ramp at Pethalan and basically just sped through. The chapter's up to where you do the Halros thing, and then I was like, okay, let me get to Midsummer Minas Tirith. Okay. Talk to Coroner. This is so good. There's no chocolate. Like Linder.
You're leaving us now. How can this be Oberod's decision?
He stares at his feet because he likes feet. He's got a foot fetish apparently. I suppose the Prince of Rohan has need of you. I can't blame Halbrand for wanting you to help hold the fords of the Isen. Yeah, we're not going to do well with that. I think your tale of the army Saruman is preparing within Isengard shook him deeply. And if that crossing is lost, then the kingdom of Rohan will surely follow. We have been through a great deal, have we not? It seemed we would stay within the musty library of Zidragun with Nar and Frithgeir for the rest of our days, did it not? Even thinking now, climbing up to Nar's peak makes my legs ache. I want you to have those spare boots of mine in memory of our time spent in that high place. I like the story of why this dude is giving us boots. I love that so much.
I am worried about Golodir.
He endured much in the depths of Carndum, as you know, and he will never truly forgive himself for Lornail's death. But this journey has done much to relieve some of his hurts. I think it is simply this. He has a purpose again. There is work to be done. Until we find Aragorn, as we are sworn to do, it remains unfinished. But our captivity in the prison caves changed something within Golodir. There is a dangerous glimmer in his eye that I have not seen before. It worries me. I am afraid for him. We were speaking not long ago, just to the west, but my heart was troubled, and I left him there. Will you seek him out, and see if my worries are for naught? I hope they are. My mother always said I worried enough for the whole family, but the dangers to which we have come and to which we ride deserve even more worry than I can manage. Alright. It is actually raining in-game. I can hear it raining.
It may be Halbarar's decision, but I would not leave even if he ordered me home again.
He looks up to you. You do see a hint of the hardness in his eyes that so upset Coroner. There are matters still left undone here. The cowards who slink in the caves beneath Tal Methedra still live. They spoke to us as friends, gave us shelter, took the sweat from our brows, and repaid us with treachery. I will repay them in kind. My lost brethren and my lost friends demand this of me. Lee Brennan? You jest. He is a fat man whose courage depends on 100 of his people at his back. I have faced the evil of Mordireth. He is gone, and I still live. Lee Brennan is nothing compared to Mordireth. You're not wrong there. Alright, let's get the fine Grey Company hood.
I thought you would come with me to take vengeance on Lou Brennan.
It seems your road lies elsewhere. See? Title. Show title. I'm sorry you'll not be there. I know you would gladly join me if urgent matters do not drive you elsewhere. Golater does not seem to be listening to you. He gestures to the south in the direction of the Tree of Tribute. Kylan is over that way. She's still not into you, dude. If you wish to bid farewell to him. It feels like he's been staring at that tree for hours. Yep. Bro, she's still not into you. It is a cool tree, I'm not gonna lie.
Are we anything more than the flickering of a candle in the gale to something so ancient?
Bro, she's not into you. How long do you think this tree has been growing here? It must be so old and seen so much. Would it even notice if we left this place and never returned? He looks wearied, his face more lined than you remembered. You're leaving us to aid Théodred? It is no surprise to me. I overheard Halbrand and Ceridan discussing courses of action. It seemed likely. I wish our paths did not diverge, but it seems they must. We all have many duties in this world.
I am sure Théodred will find a use for you at the fords of the Isen.
That is a crucial crossing, and it must be held against the forces of Saruman at any cost. We have seen the danger posed by the Dunlending clans, and the army of Uruks you beheld within Isengard sounds of considerable size. Neither of these forces must cross the river Isen. His expression is bleak. His bleak expression is lightened with a wry smile. You should say goodbye to Roddenir. If you do not, we would never hear the end of it. True? He is to the east of here, on the path. Alright. Before we run off, I'm going to pop up Devilor's stream because he just started streaming. And you know me, I always like to hang out in Devilor's chat and give him some shit. Or at least drop my snowball emote in there. And I'll go hang out there after the stream. Keep up my stream streak. I managed not to lose my stream streak, even though I was in Boston, where they parked the car in the garden. And yes, that is actually how they sound. I'm gonna pick up this banded coffer. So one of the fun things I got to do, playing a Bjorning on his show, on the Running with Alan in King's Gondor, is one of the mobs we were killing were stinging bees. So as a Bjorning, I hit the bees with bees. It amused me. I'm amused by silly shit sometimes. But also, let's actually talk about the end of the Isengard stuff, because I brought this up on Prince and Pony podcast show, and I don't think anybody else really tweaked to it, but it hit me last night after I was off the stream. We saw Frithgeir, Egfrith. Frithgeir is somebody else. He's a dwarf at Nars Peak. So we saw Egfrith in Isengard. She was in the left-hand passage, which we were told not to go down. But eventually we go down there to find the Keymaster, kick his ass, and then we go free the Dunlendings. So when we first talked to her, she's like so broken. She's so lost because she basically was sent north. She believed Saruman. Saruman gave her the mission to kill Boromir. She failed to kill Boromir. She betrayed, Meneldir and Boromir and me. And then she went back to Saruman to why are you going to go back to Saruman to admit your failure, dummy? And so he basically cruelly treated her verbally, basically was very cruel to her, and threw her in prison to let her rot. And so we talked to her. She doesn't she's like, whatever, leave me alone. She doesn't see me anymore. And then when I go back the second time to complete the actual jailbreak stuff, I saw her behind the Dunlending dude that we talked to, who convinces us to let him out. Right? And so she was sitting behind him in the jail cell. But in the next sequence, there's a whole bunch of Dunlendings, and we got Baldgar and Akka. Like, okay, we need your help. Everybody's getting out. We're all escaping. But she was not in that group. So she was so lost in how her mind was broken that she apparently didn't escape even though the cell door was open. Right? And so after the stream, it kind of hit me that if she was there when the Ents rolled in, if she was still in that open jail cell and did not escape when the Ents flooded the basement of Isengard, then she drowned there. And while I wasn't going to say this on Alan's show because I don't know what their language content rating is, but holy fuck, Maid of Lions! The thought that she didn't actually do anything. She was just a cat's paw. She was a pawn. But she didn't actually harm anybody. And so it's like, wow. That was such a powerful thing.
That is the way of it, is it not?
And I didn't realize it. I know you're leaving us. Théodred has need to be at the fords. The Great Company owes its freedom to you and to the Prince of Rohan, but this is how Halbrand seeks to repay the debt to Théodred. Perhaps he thinks our debt to you is too deep to repay so easily. He raises an eyebrow and suggests you to close scrutiny. Once this is all over, if such a thing were possible, you and I will meet at some tavern in some peaceful land, Gondor, and I will buy you a drink and you will buy me 3, and we'll remember this day and laugh at our cares. He looks back at the tree of tribute and seems to decide something. I think Callan Glad is wrong. I think it is just a tree. It's just a tree. That's what they said about Treebeard.
Prestidir will want to say farewell to you before you leave us.
Alright, he's up by the long and winding road. Alright, let's go talk to Prestidir. Sir.
Be well on the road, and give your courage to Théodred.
As you gave it to us. If you have the opportunity to rescue Lothlórien from the clutches of Saruman, I hope you will take it. It is not right for us to abandon him to the enemy. I know it does not look good for him, but there is always hope. You escaped from the pits of Isengard, and Lothlórien is made of stern stuff as well. I regret that we did not have the opportunity to speak more before this parting, my friend. Perhaps our paths will cross again in happier days. Alright.
Stay safe on the road, my friend.
We'll see each other again. Halbrand wants to see you once more once you had made your farewells. Somewhere within the camp, you should return him and prepare for departure. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to put all of these little goodies in my storage, which is going to be a little bit of an adventure because my storage is full. So, wardrobe. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to take one of the sets. Yeah, we'll toss the Iralinga's ones, so... Because I can always get them again, and you can never dye them. That's the main reason why you'd always want to have the wardrobe, is... for stuff that you want to dye multiple colors, and stuff that, you can't easily reobtain. I need to actually go through my main set of storage over on Peregrine and basically clear out all the duplicates. I have a whole pile of shit in there that's duplicates. Alright. So we have the cloak, the boots. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, they're all here. So now I can do this. Boop. Boop. Saving the bag space. Okay. And I really don't care about the Isengard stuff. I mean, it's a really important outfit for you to have acquired, I guess. But this is not an outfit I'm actually ever going to wear again. So we're gonna get rid of those two, earned with blood, sweat, and tears. But it's also something we can re-earn if I send another character through Isengard. Alright. I have a gray wood bow. What? Oh, neato. Alrighty. Now, one might think, well, you just got this really cool outfit from the Grey Company. Are you going to wear it? Nope. I'm wearing this new outfit that I just made for myself.
It has been an honor to travel with you.
I
The Grey
salute
Company
you, my
owes you
child.
much, and more.
The bunny is hollow. I thought it was. It didn't feel like it was a solid bunny.
I understand Prince Théodred's men have established a camp in the Heathfells.
At the fords of the River Isen, while the prince has been scouting in the Gravenwood, leadership of the camp fell to his second, a man named Grimbold. Travel south and do the things. Okay, let's go. Alright, be good. If you can't be good, be good at it. Don't die. So one of the fun things running with Alan was the fact that he, like me, likes to stop for all the ore nodes no matter what. And if we're kind of in a little bit of a hurry, we will stop if it's a a heavy or a rich node. Like a rich mining node, we'll stop for that, but if we're in a hurry, then we may not stop otherwise. Or if it's too far out of the way. And one of the things that I noticed running with him is the difference between our our sets of knowledge. For example, he is definitely more deep in the lore than I am. But I'm more deep in the lore of playing of the game. Like I know more of the behind the scenes creation of the game. Spending some time with the developers. I was not monopolizing scenario at the PAX East meetup. He just hung out at my table. I didn't go anywhere. All right. And then what was I seeing? Was I seeing something? So it's kind of a good mix, kind of like Professor Corey and Dr. Maggie Park when they're doing Rings and Realms in their Other Minds and Hands series about adaptations in general, is the simple fact that Corey is the Tolkien professor, Dr. Maggie is the one who's actually worked in the film and TV industries. So their knowledge isn't the same sort of knowledge. And it actually provides a very nice contrast between the two. I'm gonna pick up the not the milestone. I'm gonna pick up the stable master, and then we're gonna go to Grimbold's camp. Hello.
Welcome, my friend.
Hi. Of course, anytime I think of the Isendale, I'm thinking, wow, this is the end of the Hobbit run to Isengard. We're almost there. Be careful. Don't lose our level 10 Hobbit at this late stage in the game. And another thing I'm thinking of right now is one of the things that you have to find in the anniversary is right over the hill here. And it's one where people probably weren't thinking that would be. It's like over there someplace. And so I have to decide which character is going to make the anniversary run this year. It's gonna definitely be on Peregrine, because that's the server I play on the most. That's where I got all my 150 plus characters. Well, not all of them. I have a couple on other servers now. Thank you, Content Creator Code, which I was not allowed to give away. The doggo is following me.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
So there, doggo. We're about to experience one of the trippiest quests here.
Théodred has come back to us from his study of the Dunlending clans.
This news is worrying. He tells me that you're the high elf who escaped from Isengard and spoke of the army you saw being trained. We will need your help if we are to hold this crossing against Saruman. He commands both Dunlendings and Uruks, and we must keep all of them on this side of the river, out of Rohan. Familiarize yourself with the situation here, friend. Find the map table to the southeast here in the camp, and we'll see where we plan the movements of our forces. I'd also like you to speak to Trumbald on the road north to learn what he has seen there today. Speak also to Kinstan. Kinstan. Théodred's Esquire on the western bank of the Isen south of here. He's been running messages back and forth across the ford as needed. Anything's fine, Théodred. Somewhere in the camp. He is reacquainting himself with the situation here as well. Alright, let's go find the map table. Really good maps of Nan-Coronir and the Isengard. So how's everybody's day been going? I got to hang out with Monoflair during the show earlier today. What have you been up to, Kevin?
Hello there. I'm Prince Théodred's Esquire.
You help him with his armor and his steed and with anything else that needs doing. Right now he has me bringing messages back and forth across the ford, getting the men on the other side organized for the defense of the bank. Someone has taken one of my bracers. I think they have hidden it somewhere. It's the idea of a jest, I suppose. Nay, do not bother looking for it. It'll turn up eventually. Okay. Do I want to beat up the Houndmaster or not? You had more than 5 spaces on your bingo card, but no 5 of them formed a line. Aw. See, I don't play with the bingo stuff. I know of a streamer that has them. The Houndmaster's way over there. Do I really want to bother with that? Nah, not really. Because we're almost hit level 74. And there's so much to do between now and when we actually cross over into Rohan. I could cross into Rohan now and just skip all of that other story. But we're not going to. Chocolate.
If Saruman does have an army, he's keeping it inside Isengard for now.
Were I really? Yes, I was there, bud. I mean, are some arguments you not tell him briefly of your stay within the ring of Isengard and of your escape? How many Uruks did you say? By the Hammerhand, he does have an army. See? Don't disbelieve me. I'm an eyewitness. Oh, I suppose we can go beat up the Houndmaster since we got his thing. That is a little... it's not that far away. We'll go this way. Oh, floaty rocks. Oh, there he is. You know what we're gonna do with this one? Oh, you know what we're gonna do with those? Do I feel bad about it? Not particularly. Oh, and Cadfrith is back. Oh, man. Okay. I got another quest item. Hold on, though. Okay, it's that same helmet. Ooh, actually, I like these gloves. I like these gloves a lot. Oh, crap. Let's ride away. Now, let's make those blah, blah. Yeah, those are one of my favorite sets of gloves in the game. Then we got these embroidered silk boots. They also look nice, but they also look like a pair of boots that I recently did not choose. So, we definitely want the gloves here. So we want the gloves. We're definitely going to go for the gloves. But let's turn in this quest to this Cadfrith person.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
And we are level 74. I'm gonna be so underleveled by the time I get my war steed. Okay, we're gonna go defend this Herald of the Rohirrim. I think I remember where he's supposed to be. Just a little side questing, never hurt nobody. Besides, I get to run through the heath. That's always fun. Hey, bud.
A brave herald of the Rohirrim has come to stave off battle with the Dunlendings, but one faction is bent upon killing him before he can parley with the Brenin of the other clans.
That is always so freaking satisfying. Blow the horn of the Rohirrim. What horn? Do I have a horn? Oh, there's a horn. Gonna blow it again? Yay! We did it. Oh no. No! Alright, we'll take his horn and deliver to Grimbold. We'll honor such a fine, upstanding man of Rohan. And his dying wish. So tomorrow will be DDO day on the official DDO channel. And Monday night will be another round of Let the Dice Decide. Tomorrow night will not be the last night of the anniversary, but it will... Oh, we have to go talk to... we gotta go talk to Grimbold about the Herald. But the DDO anniversary is winding down. I'm gonna be playing the anniversary tomorrow night. We're gonna go run the new anniversary quest 5 times to get some currency to buy a cloak. Alright, we'll take that, thank you. Alright, let's put that in our wardrobe as well. It's all about the cosmetics in Dunland. Chuck that in there. Do it again, just in case. It's already in here. Okay, thank you. Alright, now let's go talk to Théodred. Continuing the epic story. Sir.
I am devising a plan, and once all is ready, I want you to be a part of it.
I'm glad you have come. I would welcome any of your ranger friends as well, but I understand they have their own mission. I wish them well in it. Enough talk. It is time to strengthen my forces. I'll have need of strength.
We know that Saruman has a much larger force of Uruks than we do of men.
Mm-hmm. He's from Grimslade, and the men of that place are not known for their mastery of numbers. Jesus. That's rude, Théodred. That... Okay, it might be true, but it's also rude. Alright. And I love that we get to use the word Eot. It's a very fine word.
These men need to be stronger. I need to make them stronger.
We'll have to train them a little bit. It'll be fine.
I am ready to show you the strength of my arm.
I feel kind of bad about that.
If you believe you can best me in training, prove it is so.
I also have to question the range safety here, boys and girls. This is not safe. Definitely not safe.
Well, what do you think of their abilities?
Alright, we're gonna go play with nets now. And we'll be doing a Lotro Points giveaway in a little bit. We're gonna start it up. And I also have, as all the Lotro creators, I was given 2 quest packs to give away for the Corsairs of Corsairs of Umbar and the Legacy of Morgoth expansions for folks who might want to get caught up.
My men are practicing a technique to help them fight from horseback.
Alright, let's go collect your nets, buddy. Bum-ba-dum. I do have to say, one of the best filmed sequences in the Peter Jackson movies was the Ride of the Rohirrim. Even though, of course, they put the different words into Theoden's mouth than what he actually said at that time. It's fine. The actual scene as it was shot, oh my goodness. And suddenly horns, horns! The Rohirrim have come.
Their skill throwing the nets is improving with each pass.
Well, I should hope so with you training them like that, buddy. I went the wrong way. I'm not gonna ride into Rohan 10 plus levels low and be like, oh, shit. Good evening, see you, Tiger. How you doing?
We need every man to be ready, for what I have in mind is dangerous.
Okay, if we wait till they're ready, we cannot hope to hold the ford. We do not have the men.
Prince Théodred's plan is a daring one, but there is wisdom in it.
He is like his father in this. He does not shy away from using his strength where it is necessary. Yes, we're going to plant a seed of doubt in Sauron's mind.
Prince Théodred's plans are set forth on the map table. We begin at dawn.
Dun, 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 dun. I like their use of map tables to let you go through time and do things in sequences rather than having to do the whole thing at
Dawn came
once.
swiftly on the 25th of February, as my prince prepared to conduct his daring strike.
That's a wise thought there. I'm actually surprised they say you want him to stay here. I will tell him, but he will not like it. I'm surprised that they didn't phrase it, but he will like it not. Because that's typically the way Tolkien tends to do these things. My feet are staying dry. Like it ill? Yeah. That's almost Silmarillion. Yeah. Silmarillion. Oh no! I got ahead of myself, didn't I? May I ask you a question? See, it's not that you don't know fear, it's that you master your fear. See, good spin. I did tell him he wouldn't be happy. You heard me tell him that. Keep looking for your bracer, buddy. One other thing we did discuss during the show earlier was how the devs let us see a whole bunch of content that we wouldn't normally get to see, and how some in that chat were of the opinion that Lotro is the best adaptation of the books, bar none, in any genre. I think I would go with that. I think I would definitely go with that. I mean, I love Rings of Power. It's not what people wanted it to be, but I'm enjoying it for what it is. In terms of what it has available to adapt and how they have to get around what they have to, what little they have to work with, I'm fine with it. And I think the biggest problem Rings of Power has, besides the problem any non-white dude project tends to have these days, is that segment of the fandom, because those people are not fans in my book. You want to listen to the BBC radio drama now? Yes. I would like to as well. But I think it is currently the fullest adaptation of Tolkien's work. But Rings of Power's biggest problems were not in and of itself. It was the fact that it was never given a proper chance because it wasn't done by Peter Jackson. And I'll be honest, I'm like, oh fuck, when I saw that the Colbert Project is also going to be a Peter Jackson involved project, and I'm like, I'm so fucking sick of Peter Jackson at this point. I'm even more sick of Peter Jackson than I was when War of the Rohirrim came out, and it was originally not a Peter Jackson project, but then it became a Peter Jackson project. And I'm tired of the guy. It's like Dave Filoni in Star Wars. I like Dave Filoni. He does good work. I want other minds and hands. I want to see other voices. I want to see something that's not the Filoni-verse. I don't want Colbert's project to be another Peter Jackson project. I want it to be Colbert's project and his son's project. Right? Because let's be fair here. The Hobbit trilogy, while being closer to the books than the Lord of the Rings trilogy, they were not good movies. Don't get me started about Tauriel. It's not like, oh, they put a girl elf in here. Oh, no. No, it's not that. Is that they did Angeline Lilly dirty. And her entire existence was to be a love interest. And to be an excuse for why Thranduil stopped being such a grade A dick. She became a plot device rather than an actual character. She looked fine. The early stuff with her in it was good. It's just when they turned her down the path of making her into a love interest, that's when she got boring. Okay. Let's ride. And one of the fun things is if you already have your war steed and you're doing this later on, you have to actually get on a regular steed.
Prince Théodred left riders at the ford of Isen to guard the passage into Rohan, and he went north with a second group to Isengard.
This is where shit goes wrong. Now this is where stuff is okay so far. Don't trust it! It's a trap! No, you haven't. You might think you have, but you haven't. Several hours of ride ahead of us. Uh-huh.
Théodred came to the gates of Isengard by midday, and the Uruks arrayed before him, readied for his assault. We lined up, ready to charge.
On foot! That doesn't seem very smart. Why am I worried about Grimbold? He's got 15,822 health. And I've only got 2,900. So we're going, no.
Our victory was short-lived. All was still as the gates of Isengard swung open. Out boiled a mighty force of Saruman's Uruks. They sought to surround us, and Théodred ordered a retreat.
We have to retreat now. No. All did not go well.
We formed up between Théodred and our foes, fighting for our lives and his. There seemed to be no end to the Uruks.
Why am I not? Okay, come on. Be done with you. Oh no. Edwig! Hurry up, Grimbold! Gonna be left behind.
The Uruks pursued us as we fled, and the riders Théodred left at the ford were driven away by their onslaught. The prince was forced onto the island in the middle of the river, attacked from both sides, and we could not reach him. All seemed lost.
This is such a good way to tell this story. And of course, we never saw. Wait, why is Darvin captive over there? Hold on. A failure. What we have here is failure to communicate. I don't think I've ever seen the movie that quote is from. But I do remember in the Guns N' Roses song.
What brings you to these lands? Our mission is dire.
Oh! We're gonna be a sneaky bitch. Yeah, let's go. Where's the quartermaster? That's helpful. Garward. Hey, bud. Flag and morale. What a lovely quest.
Welcome, my friend.
Uh-oh. We got suckered into doing side quests. Out of the way, doggo. Wow, that dog couldn't see through a tree. What's Tita's precious? I got a cracked Helbach symbol. Like, why are they still dropping? We don't need those anymore. However, speaking of needing things... The points. It is points. Just put the word points in chat. And to get in on the points giveaway, 100 DDO pointos. That looter does not have an ale cask, but this raider does. They're not very big ale casks, I have to say. They're not very big at all.
Your aid is welcome, friend. Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
Some engraved iron boots. Those actually die pretty well. The blade of the Heathfell. That is a ginormous sword. Ooh, I failed. Grimmer will be most interested to speak with him. Oh, I think he meant Grima.
Welcome. Stay a moment and speak with me.
Yay, we did it. Alright. Let's get back to what we were actually here to do. Man, it's a month between when Théodred dies and the new year.
Our prince was trapped in the middle of the River Isen. We had to fight through the line of Uruks to reach him.
I love that so much. No, he's down. Marflack, you dick! Do do do.
And yet, as the sun set and our hopes with it, the sound of a horn signaled the arrival of a new force on the far side of the river. Elfhelm riding hard from Helm's Deep, with many riders at his call. The Uruks retreated before him, and the day was saved, but much was lost that could not be regained.
Elfhelm has the best armor in all Rohan, just saying.
Night fell on the 25th of February, as my prince prepared for one last journey. A journey to lands we know not.
It's so sad to be actually part of these events. His wounds are grievous. He doesn't have much time left. I've given him a bedroll and tried to make him as comfortable as I can, but I'm a veteran of many wars and have seen death in all its forms, but to see Theoden King's heir like this, more than my prince will die tonight. If your Rohan dies with him. Elfhelm also has the best hair in all of Rohan. Nice ponytail.
lost much this day.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot despair. We must not.
Alright, it's a hollow victory. We hold the fort, but the loss of Théodred is too much for Rohan to bear. Hold us crossing or die. So I'm going to accomplish what he wished this day. Please, there will come another day, and when it does, he will seek to cross the Isengard, moving it into Rohan. My men and I will stand against him. And if you will stand with us, we may stand the longer. Dark days are growing darker still, and rest now while you can. I am known to Théodred's riders.
It has been a long day, and we could all use a rest.
We have held the ford, but we have lost Prince Théodred, and that weighs heavily upon my mind. I fear the doom of Rohan is near. My men are tired, weary in body and mind, and we cannot stop it. Go south of here to the milestone. Located in this camp, you'll find a bedroll you can use there. Take your rest while you can. You may not have another opportunity for a while. We will need for you to be ready. We're gonna have some troubled dreams, and they're gonna send us away. We've got other places to be. Hello, Holly.
You should get what rest you can, my friend, and try not to dwell upon the horrors of the battle. Perhaps things will seem less grim by the light of day.
Not likely. Yeah, we're walking with a dead dude, because Kendai died a while ago. We got the white hand signs all over the place. Oh, it's gonna be more flock. Fuck that guy. You will never escape. I do like the dreamscapes this game gives you. Bro, she's not into you! Chocolate bunny. How much went wrong in Middle-earth when the men ignored the women they loved? Our friends. Worried about you, Mr. Frodo. No, it wasn't a Balrog, it was a Nazgul. Gimli got a treasure indeed from Galadriel. Uh-oh. Sneaking? Eyes like lamps. This is actually something we talked about, I think, this week? Yeah, it was this week on Exploring Lord of the Rings. The notion that Gollum's eyes actually project light. Because the evidence in the books make a strong case for it. His eyes are not like lamps, but they actually have their own inner light. Tasty fishy. Eat and then we follow the precious Gollum. Gollum. Wadu sword. Nona! Galadriel. No!
The veil of sleep passes from your eyes, but the memory of what you have seen remains. The meaning of these troubled dreams, however, remains hidden to you.
Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Got to go visit Lady Galadriel. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Grimbold. One last time for a while.
You had a bad dream. Such things are to be expected after a battle.
Comes darker, more concerned. Did you tell him what you remember the troubling dream? Now that is not merely a dream, it is elf magic of the worst sort. It was a mistake for me to think you were different. Hey, now, that's racist, you bastard. All your kind deals in mysterious force, I was a fool to think you would not tangle my men in your net. If you're not so valuable in a fight, I command you to leave and never return. Couldn't leave my safe quickly enough. What a jackass.
This dream of yours is an omen of dangerous times ahead.
You must steer your steps, but whether steer them to good or ill, I cannot say. This I know, it's not your fate to stand with us again. Can you understand any of what you saw within the fog of sleep? Alright, let's go find Nona. We're actually going to take the shortcut via Stablemount.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Man, most of the stable mounts in this game are drunk off their asses. They be drunk. They be drunken. Alright, where's this Wolfrith dude?
Some of my men who fought at the ford spoke highly of you.
Alright, we're gonna go kill some wargs. Hell yeah. We'll go do that. That sounds like fun. Again, we got a points giveaway open. Just put the word points in chat to get entered into the drawing. How far away are they? They're a ways away. We gon' ride. We gon' ride. So tomorrow, I've got to work like usual. And then tomorrow evening at midnight, all the kitties get their food taken away. So Stormlost can fast until the morning. Because she's got a date with the Snip Snip lady. Dr. Lisa's gonna do a little snip surgery on her. And I need to find like a really good onesie for her, I think. I have not yet gotten like the Cone of Shame or whatever. So I'm gonna go shopping, do a little shop on Amazon and find a little Donut of Shame and a kitty onesie, just to make sure that she doesn't mess with her sutures. The stitches, sutures, whatever the heck they do. And then I'll make sure she takes it easy, or tries to take it easy. Until she recovers. A glint of gold catches my eye. I don't think I've ever really explored all the way back here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm doing really good spotting these glints of gold in the middle of the night. And definitely not on the line of sight or anything like that.
I did not expect to see you again, friend.
If you still live, we must have a rumor of me. I've really become Water's ghost. Gap of Rohan is my haunt. Yeah, this is the bribe and gold we recovered in Carriglin.
Why did you search for me, if not to join in my vengeance?
Okay. Dreams are have meaning. My people know this well. Great harm has befallen those who ignore warnings of dreams such as, I will go see this elf queen. Let us return first to my home in Lonach. Must bid farewell to my father. Begin such a journey. Wanted to see what was up there. Hold that thought, Nona. So I saw somebody up here and I wasn't sure who it was. Oh, it was just that patrol running around. Well, we're not going to worry about those guys.
Why did you search for me, if not to join in my vengeance? I cannot find my father anywhere in the village.
Let's go to the Pool of the King! We're so many levels higher than we were the last time we were here. Like, everything here is now gray to us.
Nona has told me what you plan to do, and why.
An elf stone.
Did you find something?
Okay.
You did.
Crumpets. White pudding, no. Bowls of scurly. Mince and taties. But we'll do the bowls of scurly.
I do not believe in long farewells.
So, Solok doesn't do Midwest farewells then. Because that's what we do in the Midwest, is we say, bye, I gotta go now. And then we're still talking like 10 minutes later. That's how we roll in the Midwest. Hey, we're back in Lothlórien. Haldir, my buddy. How you doing?
You long to see the Lady Galadriel.
Hold on. What was that other quest again?
We may have need of your help, if you offer it willingly.
No, we're not gonna do that.
You long to see the Lady Galadriel. This Dunlanding girl that accompanies you must be blindfolded if she is to enter.
Yeah, I'm sure Nona took that very well.
I have the blindfold right here. This Dunlanding girl who travels with you cannot be allowed to see the secret ways into Lothlórien. I must bind her eyes if she is to come with you to see the lady.
Lothlórien at night is probably one of my favorite places in the entire game, not gonna lie. Because the colors of the blues and the golds and the whites and the greens, it's like the perfect match. I mean, that doesn't look like a meeting place of any kind at all. Come on, I want to talk to Nona. There we go. The hills of Nen, Legoland, and Sunset are more beautiful by far. Oh. Your dreams are your own. I had nothing to do with these images you saw. Nice. Well, then the dreams came from somewhere else. Somewhere higher up. No. We gotta hug the wizard. We're hugging Gandalf. We're hugging Gandalf! We're happy to see him. We have both been through a great deal since last we met, and neither of us is the same person we were then. Yeah, you regenerated like a Time Lord. I'm just saying. I don't have time to tell you what befell since we parted, but know this, the quest remains. Your dream tells Galadriel more than she lets on, and it tells me more yet. Our friends face a grave danger among the Anduin. I hope it is not too late for them to avoid it. Ooh, you shiver uncomfortably. There's something unfamiliar to Wizard's bearing. He reminds you of Saruman. We will learn the purpose behind the dream. Yep, you gotta go to Fangorn. I am sorry. It is good to see you. There's so much that needs to be done. The Eagles have proven able companions to me in these dark days. Gwai here has agreed to bear me where next I need to go. His brother Landroval. So is it Landroval or Landroval? I always said Landroval. Has been keeping a sharp eyes on the Anduin. Would that it could be everywhere. We fought against fire and shadow in the depths of Moria and on the peak, and when returned to this world, I faced another foe from afar. These deeds have left me tired. I will not speak of them now. We will speak again if our deeds prove fruitful. If they do not, well... Trails away suddenly with a blaze in his eye and a tone of mirthful anger, he continues. Perhaps they would have proven enough had we not stood around talking about them for so long, my sentimental high elf. You have your own tasks now. Let us get to them. Alright. Her words are fair, but beneath the surface she wields strength to match even the fiercest warrior of my people. I am surprised. Let us do as she says, and perhaps the answer to the riddle of your dream will be revealed along the Great River. And off we go! We're ignoring your quest, Noriel. I'm sorry.
I have taken you as far as I can.
Alright.
There is a camp of elves not far from here.
Alright, we'll go to Thinglad. We're in Thinglad. We'll go to Haldirith. Okay, we do that. Don't you sneak up on me, bear. No. Getting ready to start farming oak in a little bit. Well, not too soon. We got some quests to do here. Many quests here in the Great River. And we're not going to have time to really do the one set of quests that are most interesting to me in the Brownlands. Specifically... Oh no, Dunson has fallen. Oops. Hey, there's other players from the Seafarers of Sirius.
Megavonin.
Megavonin. Alright, let's go talk to Fimloth.
Orcs have been sighted along the river.
Alright, let's go find signs of our friends. Ugh. Can't wait until my shoulder stops hurting. I think I pulled a muscle or something in my sleep. That's how you can tell you get old. Because it's been hurting like crazy all day today. We're gonna slide on down here. probably do the giveaway maybe in a half hour or so. Saturday is a busy, busy day to be streaming. It was good to be on the Prancing Pony Podcast Plays show earlier today. We had a good bunch of people in chat. They do their giveaways a bit differently than I do. Because I let Moobot decide rare. And I'm not saying my way is better, their way is not so good. It's just different. One of the things that he did is he does give points to his primary moderator to help her be able to keep... Because he apparently likes to use Mithril Coin to travel a lot, and I do not. That is the quest. Their camera really brought out my hair. It was kind of weird. Because it was my camera. It's actually this camera right here. I was just using my big head mode for it. Uh-oh. Orcs. Orcs are patrolling! Yeah, it's like my entire right shoulder has just been killing me all freaking day today. The cicadas! The cicadas are coming at me! And you have to kind of wonder if these... I mean, these ginormous trees, were they also Malorns? Or they just, you know... I mean, these obviously are just regular-ass birches. But these gigantic trees seem to be lesser versions of Malorns. There's like a whole ass group running around here tonight. That's kind of cool. How many people are on, yeah, there's only like 100 people on, not you.
This is not the first friend we have lost, but that makes it no easier.
Alright, let's go kill some orcses. Now, there was an orc over here. Remember seeing one. Yeah, you dick. You count? Yes, you count. He's playing King on the Mountain, and now he's not. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a badger. Badger, 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 badger. Badger, 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 badger. Alright, let's go. There's some orc camps that we can go murder orcs in. Where's that orc camp? Oh, I'm thinking right over here. Gonna steal your stuff. So, what y'all have for supper tonight? I actually made bulgogi beef jerky, but it wasn't quite jerky. In that I left it very, very late. And so the meat had not dehydrated that much. So what I went and did, what I did is I put it in the frying pan for a little bit. I let it dry most of the afternoon, or as much as I could before. Like, I put it on before I joined the podcast, like an hour before, and then took it out about an hour after I got off the show, and then went and threw it in the skillet for a little bit. Get it at least cooked a little bit more through. If you had nuggies and tots, ooh, definitely a weekend comfort noms for real. Tomorrow, I'm going to be baking a ginormous ham. And by ginormous, I mean not that big at all. Honestly, I go for the cheap hams because hams are normally like $4 a pound or something. And they had them at like less than $1. So it basically was a $34 ham for $8. I'm like, yes, please.
I thank you for the help.
Brown sugar and bacon bits. You're going to put bacon, which is a pork product, on top of a ham, which is another piece of pork. Okay. I'm here.
I am worried. My people have never gotten along with the horse lords.
Okay. Well, we gotta go there.
I will travel with you to this village, if I must.
She's not happy to go there, and you know, I feel that. Alright, let's go get bitched out by Othik and then feel like we need to punch his lights out. Because that guy's a dick. You know, I still haven't actually done it on my main to where I can go into the abandoned house to complete the Exploring Standguard deed yet. I do plan on eventually going back to my catch-up completionist run, which is pretty much where I go and go through all of the old content, not counting instances, or completing all of the instance deeds, like including the T2C ones. Not doing all that shit. And I basically did everything in Eriador except the Angle of Methithel, and I think that might be it, actually. Maybe I almost said Whimsyshire. No, that's from Diablo 3. Where's Stormlost? She's probably sleeping out in the living room somewhere. I can't turn my neck very well like this. Turning my head this way is not so bad. There's a stretch, but turning this way, it actually hurts. So, you know what I'm going to do now that I'm thinking about it? I'm going to stretch a way I shouldn't be stretching. And I'm going to get myself some freaking Advil. Because one thing Advil will do is relax muscles. It'll take pain away. I feel so much better now. It doesn't feel any better at all yet, because it hasn't had time to do anything. Oh. I keep thinking that, where we're going is up that way, so we should probably go up this hill. I don't think I'll be able to get up this hill. Nope. We'll get up this one then. Always forget that you have to use the north side. The northern path out of Haldirith. To get where we're trying to go. Ural's Mead! Rockworms? Is there a rock lobster around here? Uh-oh, the rockworm is chasing me! What am I gonna do? Oh no, my bags are full. Well, let's fix that little problem. I don't think I'll actually put the boots in my inventory. I mean, they're nice, but I can get better boots. Let's get rid of those. Get rid of those. Actually, I could probably also get rid of those too. I never know when I might need them. Ooh. Once we hit 75, I can switch out my pocket item. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Think I might be swapping to that one. Or there was another one I was going to be swapping to. Okay, we already put that in the shared store, or in the wardrobe. Look at all those spaces. Empty spaces. What are we living for? Abandoned places. La, ba, ba,
Who is this
ba, ba.
woman? Why does she carry a sword of my people?
Well, there's a story in that. We get to meet young Horn.
I will let you carry the sword, but do not let any of these men touch it.
Okay. We get to meet Horn!
Welcome to Starngard, such as it is. What is this sword you bear?
No. Alright, back to Nona. I wonder what they're doing. Slaps the hobbit, nice. We're all doing the same damn quest.
I have permission to enter? I will remain outside. You meet this man Horn at the Kustan. I will search elsewhere.
Okay. Have fun.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Yeah, I am a friend. Don't be a dinkus to me, buddy. But yeah, you can't get into this house unless you're like kindred, and I haven't done all the grinding of the reputation to become kindred with those guys yet. So I can't go in and complete the exploration deed. But eventually I'll get there. I do want to go back and finish all of the area door questing, so that'd be the angle and whatnot. Clear those all up and then be ready to hop across the Misties and start into Ravanian. And I'd probably follow the story, honestly. Because that's what I was doing before, just following the zones as they were originally, you know, set out in the game. Oh, the Angle questline is amazing. And I'm also happy that my friend MVP wrote the second... There's like a very brief quest, like a couple of quests that appeared later on in that area. And it was basically his first test to write quest for the game. So it was something minor in the Angle. It was like The Mom and the Child by Tam, whatever the place is. The place by Aregian.
I am glad you have come.
Behind a stone.
I am worried by the increased number of orcs that move alongside the river.
I don't know. I think... Did he change his voice acting over the years? Because he's currently using a pretty generic Rohirrim Ranger voice acting.
You are quite an ally, my friend.
Telling us the story of Eorl the Young. You think that sword was at that battle? You feel it to be so? Alright, let's go back to town. Talk to Horn, but he's right
I'll
here!
meet you back at Stangard.
Look, it's Manel Makar, or Manel Vagor, depending on which version you read. I mean, I really love the Angle story. Because you know me, I like all of the old, all the hints in the stories. It's like the story of, you know, what happened in the Second Age in Karis Galebran. I'm like, I just eat that shit right up. That's why one of my favorite expansions is the first half of Minas Morgul. The whole Black Book of Mordor is my jam.
is clear that you have been sent to help my people fight against the Kundalar.
500 years ago, when Rohan was originally founded.
The battlefield of Parth Celebrant may hold some clue to defeating the Kundalar.
Okay. Let's go talk to Surdik. We're gonna go to the ancient battlefield. Which is way the hell... Well, there's our Rohirrim dude. We gotta go down here to Parth Celebrant. The Vorpal Bunny! Wait, they're actually playing music? Which I can't hear because I have player music turned off. And that's just basically because of, shenanigans. Basically, I just do that whenever I'm on the official, and I just forget to turn it back on. But speaking of player music, I did actually give a shout out to the Day in the Greenfields, which is going on this weekend, and I believe in... it's on Merry today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And I forget the other dates, but I don't think it's like the 3 days the next weekend. I think it's spaced out the 12th, the 14th, and the 18th, I want to say. But that doesn't sound right. I know the 12th sounds right. Whatever. I saw a poster for it in TD's Discord. TD was posting it. And I was actually thinking about the Day in the Greenfields earlier today when I was taking Scamper through the Greenfields, surprise, to get her to Halros. And, you know, I'm telling you, when Alan plays through the Song of Ways and Wind Chapter 5, and he goes to find Driftwood, he's gonna lose his goddamn mind. But he hasn't yet played through the Pelennor either, so it's like, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. So I actually got away with saying, yeah, you need to go back and do the Halros thing. You need to send Halros along with the Grey Company. He doesn't know why. So he also doesn't know the whole Driftwood thing. Because I'm evil.
Your aid is welcome, friend. Horn gave you a map. Let me see it.
You said your wife worries twice there. Oh. Kind of wish I lived in a place kind of like this without that big ginormous rock there. Because, oh my god, the stars. It's one thing I don't like about where I live IRL right now is I can't really see much about the stars. Makes me sad. I love the fact that all the Oathbreakers in the game are blue. And the weird thing for me here is the fact that we can still see, still see evidence of a battle that happened 500 years ago. And, you know, yeah, there's these they're skeletons, but they should be further decayed and time worn than they actually are. I see dead people. I remember when Corey first came here, he was very puzzled by the Oathbreakers being here. He's like, we didn't have Oathbreakers in the Celebrant story that he was aware of. So he was very puzzled by it. A bronze-worked heirloom. I also remember the Great River was the first bit of content. Speaking of first bit of content people putting into the game, if any of y'all remember Pinion, the quests, the side quests here in the Great River are some quests that he did. That was his first content working on Lotro when he got hired by Turbine back in the day. I don't know what he's up to these days. Unfortunately, he suffered the Amazon Games layoff that many others did. Very unfortunate, but I haven't heard what he's up to since then. Hopefully, he's found a new gig.
What is this? What have you found?
Find Edward at Eccles camp. Alright, let's go find out what happened. We're coming up towards one of the more frustrating quests in the game. Mainly because they really need to fix the quest tracking on it so badly. But the quest itself is actually really, really good. We cross the land block.
Welcome, my friend.
Alright, about ready to do the drawing for 100 Lotro points.
Many unusual things have happened in the Rushgore of late. I saw a great shadowy shape fall from the sky not long ago.
Okay. Let's go kill some critters for you first, buddy. This one is actually rough because everybody is shorter than the reeds. I love the swans. Black swan. Turtles will fuck you up if you let them. Uh-oh, I made a friend. Oh shit, it's a mournful as well. And he got me. And he can stay there. I just kind of wish that I hadn't played a lore master. But I don't honestly know if I would do any better on a different class. That's fine. One more Grudbig. Just one more. You. Okay, let's get back to Edbrit. Hi.
I will go with you into the Brown Lands to search for the falling shadow.
Peep, peep, peep. I love these. It's clearly, a little worse for wear. Let's get our stable master.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
The blue cast sorcerer, blue wizards. These guys have like a really large area parceled out over here. Hi, Stormlost. What are you doing, kitten? What are you doing, kitten cattin? Stormlost. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Okay. Come here. Come here. You get pets. She gets pets. Hi, Stormlost. She's looking for my hair tie and it's not up there because it's on my wrist. See? What are you doing, Stormlost? She's a good floof! Ooh, I got a Rittermark hide. Alright. That's what I meant to do. Haha. Dun 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 dun. Really need to get rid of some of these older things. Still don't need essences.
This must be the shape my men and I beheld as it plummeted from the sky.
Something is wrong in this land. Oh, I can feel it. This is the reason for your dream. This is why we are here.
I know all about those creatures that erode those beasties. But let's do a points giveaway while we're here. What, 1 or 2? Holly! You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give both of you a code. I got codes to spare. Grats. Grats, grats. Okay. Pop that back out. Whisper. And because I'm a benevolent dictator. I said dick. There you go. I sent yours in Discord. Motherfucker. Yeah, so I still have plenty of things to give away. I actually have a stack of other Lotro Points codes. They're all 100 codes, but you know. This way, when my anniversary stream comes about, I don't have to necessarily shake down Cordobin for any more codes, because I still have a stack from a ways ago. Okay, let's put that away. Alright, the Banished Rider is a deed. It's annoying. Alright. Because it will have you go through a whole different bunch of places. And it'll be annoying. So we're going to follow the quest arrows. I do like this contraption of logs that look like an eagle. I still want to get an Easterling cloak standing stone. If you send us to the east, I want a fucking Easterling cloak to play with. You do it. Do it. Do it. We're going back to this town to turn in those other quests to get them off my quest tracker and to get them off of my map, my mini map, so I can focus. All the quests all I need to do next.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Gimme. I'm not taking your new quest. No. Will
you aid the Horse Lords?
Maybe. Alright, let's focus on the Vanished Rider. Part of the problem is the Vanished Rider will point us back to the dead body when I need to go over here to the Rush Gore. It is so freaking annoying. That's a big turtle. Can make a lot of turtle soup out of that shit. One thing I do like about World of Warcraft's map is that you can click on like a point of interest that you need to get to, and then your quest arrow will point to that no matter what quest you're actually working on, because it says, okay, I'm heading that way. Or I'm headed to that thing over there.
Something has made the Gredbig here more aggressive than they used to be.
Oh, bubbling in the blood? Alright. Let's go beat up some Gredbig. Wait, is it a chicken? I don't remember there being chickens here. Oh, already done. Alright. It's now almost daylight.
Interesting. Seems that whatever causes blood to boil has moved on.
Yeah, we're not saying the word Nazgul. Okay, so our next one... And you notice? The quest ring doesn't go away. Alright, let's go to Parth Calibrant. We're gonna take the Stable Master to get there.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Trying to use the old code. We said,
After you left, I went searching on my own, and, well...
You got an uneasy feeling. At least this one gives us a quest arrow to go by. Gonna be here for another few minutes. Probably gonna complete the Vanished Rider deed. We'll do all of those, and then I'll call it a night at that point. Cause I gotta work tomorrow, and I got other stuff I gotta get done. And I do want to play some World of Warcraft tonight. Get some time walking in. I did a shit ton of gearing both Thursday night on my stream, and then afterwards I put in a hell of a lot more time getting some gear going. And it went pretty well. My eye level jumped from like the 100s into, it was like 231 when I got done. I'm like, holy shit. Alright, let's kick these guys' asses. hate when they do that. Uh-huh. Let me double check my crafting. So we're about ready to go into East Emnet crafting, I believe. But I will need to start actually smelting down the materials I have now to get my crafting levels up so I can start. So I'll probably do that actually as well. I'm going to work on getting my 3 crafting things sorted out. Before I actually cross over into the wold, because otherwise I won't be able to do much of anything in the wold. Okay. Oh shit, it's another mournful. I don't think I can get away from this guy. Is he still chasing me? No, this guy is. I outran a wraith. How cool is that? Uh-oh, he's still here, isn't he? Yep, he's still there. Well, the last debris that I need is, I think, over in that corner. Or not. Yeah, he finally despawned, I'm guessing. I'm not gonna plop down through here. Sploosh. The road to Rohan. The debris by the stone bridge, so it should be right around here. Oh, it's on the bridge itself. Alright. We're gonna go talk to the Rohirric dude over here.
What brings you to these lands?
Oh, we're gonna do that thing. But first, we're gonna go back and talk to Surdik. I'm a little bit puzzled by why the bridges are so flat. Like, this bridge covers a span. Like, it curves up and down like you'd expect most bridges to do. But it's kind of like I noticed that the flatbed trucks, the ones that don't have sides that go, that they're also set to, the beds curve up a little bit. I thought that was really fascinating, honestly. It's like, oh, it's because you put weight on them and they bend down. So what you want them to do, you don't want them to be flat because then they go loop. Like a table laden with too many fruit. Too many platters of beef. I probably am going to go and have some more of my beef jerky for later. Because I didn't actually eat anything other than that. And I had a bowl of cereal this morning. That's it. Well, for such a large person, I eat very little. But bulgogi beef jerky is so good. Alright, gotcha.
Did you experience anything strange while you explored the sites?
Yep. Woot! Level 75! Oh, well, we're not doing that. We're just gonna put this over here. Oh, hi, Scamper. No? Hi, Scamper Cat. I'm just gonna get you pets. I'm not gonna bring you up here to be on camera. Because you're a butthead. Yes, you are. You're a butthead. Skipper's a good kitty, though. Have a good night, Holly. Okay, so... we gotta go to this one right here. So we're just gonna ride along the road until we find it. I got the quick slot page for horsies. We're working on book 6, Galadriel. Hold your horses. I wish they would fix the quest tracker for this quest, or this thing. It's just so janky.
I saw something on the shore, but when I approached, it fled.
Its name is Nazgul. See, you know what a Nazgul is. These poor Rohirrim have no fucking clue. Oh no, Outrider's token should not be equipped if you do not meet its requirements. It'll be unequipped if I don't correct this condition. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, the Outrider's token is my pocket item. And it only gives you XP up to level 75. Or maximum level 74. So once you ding 75, you can't use it anymore. It will unequip itself. So, I have pocket items floating around. I have this one. We'll replace that. So we won't be able to put that back in. See, your level is too high. I thought I had another one floating around. Let me clear some bag space. Oh man, what did I just use? Oh, that wasn't that bad. I also have this one. But the angle weir is definitely better. So let me take this one and sell it. Think tracery. That'll be fine for now. Halionics! You must have heard me talking about World of Warcraft. So I completed the campaign. And I took the advice of a video I saw on YouTube and spammed the Firelands raid on my main, the only character I have at level 90, and also did the four weekly PvP quests. I did so many goddamn battlegrounds last night. I did the training ground ones because you can do those and almost always win, unless you grouped up with a whole bunch of idiots. Which, no, I did them all. For some reason, I couldn't find the 1 of 4 quest was just not there anymore. But I did the 2, the 3, and the 4 of 4. And so I went from, eye level 1 something. A very 1 mid, 1... Oh, God, I don't even remember what my eye level was.
I'm Nazgul.
Yep. Okay, so we still need to do this one and that one. So we'll go to the Wailing Hills. And so I think I ended my evening at eye level 231. So I got, the guaranteed pieces from a couple of different things. And I got a few pieces for my warband that weren't, really, really good or anything. It's just, random ass drops. But it's it's better than what they'll have as soon as they hit level 90. Look, it's spooters. Hey, Magla.
I have always prided myself on courage. But last night...
The Sniffling Snuffler. Let's go play with the goats. But I still want to beat up Nullius on the difficulty to get that sweet-ass blue and silver, or the white and purple outfit. My god. It is so gorgeous. That mount, I needs it. So I want to push I want to really push my eye level, so I need to start running, I guess, mythic keys or something.
I suppose I may have imagined it.
I'm no news here. I'm doing my best. Okay. And so we're here, and there's the one that's like right outside of town. But I'm also going to probably run my main through time walking this weekend. Probably like right here after the stream. And then use time walking to get my my druid up into to level 90 and start getting her geared up. But now I can start skipping the story or do it out of order, so it was way too long between when my main started the story and when I could start skipping it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot seem to clear my head.
You got hit with the black breath. Northwest of his location. The footprint is of a heavily mailed foot, clearly wearing a mailed boot. That seems redundant.
You found a booted footprint? I wonder what it means.
Okay. What one am I missing? Maybe we have to go back there. Because we're here. We did this one. We did that one. We did this one. We did this one. There must be a second one to this. Because, yeah, there's the one where Nona gets attacked. So, we're got a long-ass ride ahead of us. Except we're not going to do a long-ass ride. We're going to use the Stable Master to take a shortcut. Sabert, fuck off. You're a bad boy. You're a bad boy.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Storm Lost, what are you doing? She's in the window looking out at what's going on in the neighborhood, I guess. I got good kitties. Storm Lost made an appearance on the Prancing Pony podcast today. So that was fun. My kitten Catten got to be famous. And apparently everybody loves having cats around. Oh, there was the one for the one guy over here. The one guy who was closest. Not you. This guy. This is the one I thought was the one we were already looking at. Gamal.
I have spied upon a camp of the Kundala here in the Brownlands.
Alright. We're almost done with this quest. With this deed. One thing that I find as this character is I find that the heals that I'm getting from Inner Flame kind of or Water Lore, I mean, it's so bad. And so I need to take a look at that and see what I can do to get better heals for myself. Because I'm very much a glass cannon. I'm not even sure too much about the cannon side of things as well. Oh hey, I made a friend. Yep, he's gonna get me. Yeah, he got me. Ay. Okay, where are we compared to where we need to be? We are way south of where we need to be. But hey, we got more Kundalar to kill, so hey, that's fun. And so that's kind of why I kind of wish I had used a different class here on Angmar. Because I have a feeling that I would... Wait, is my dude here? Yeah, I can see that it thinks... Yeah, he's over there. Should we try him again? Yeah, we're gonna try him again. Except my bear is still on cooldown for a few seconds. That's what I really need to do. Now that's what we call revenge! I'm down for that. Holy crap, that was fun. But yeah, I need to get better healing options than Wisdom of the Council. And the Water Lore, which is like totally sucky. Okay, I need to find... Can I find your message shouter, dudes? Okay, there's a message shouter. Alright, we'll kill this guy first. And then your little cat, too. You fight for the Coraton! Alright, there's a message shouter over there, too. I remember that guy. So do I think we're gonna go to the Sea of Ruin with the next expansion? Maybe. Because there's basically 3 big names of places we've never been to yet. And one I don't think anybody really cares about, and that would be Mineriath. Because people know that it's a desolate land, nobody lives there. There's no reason for anybody to go there. That we know of. Rune, on the other hand, is really the big ticket because
I do not like this.
we have story.
Kundlar are too near to Stungard.
All right. Nazgul. We have done it! Now we need to go talk to Nona on the other side of this town. And then we're going to do the instance with her. She's going to get wounded. Both of theirs have blank slate potential, as we discovered the Kintai. Yeah, but the Kintai were kind of... We got hints about the Kintai in Corsairs of Umbar. Like, we heard about the Elves of the Oasis. The story directly led in that direction. Right now, the story isn't directly leading us to Rune. It was not leading us anywhere, quite frankly.
We have learned much of this creature, but not what we need to know. The creature was looking for something. We need to think. Let us talk on the way back to the village of the Horse Lords.
Has no one seen our new friend, or the Dunlending girl? I thought they would have returned to Stungard by now. Did some trouble befall them on the road?
But there's also another alternative. I mean, Mordor is a potential idea. I don't think they're listening to that at all, honestly, Monothlare. The idea that we'd only spend so much time in the south was always the game plan. It's much like how there was too many dwarves for however long. You know, after Minas Morgul, we had dwarf until we started, going south. But there is definitely the dog whistle going on. I definitely think that. But I think it's more a case that, again, playing the long game, that this was always the plan. Because they kind of have a good sense of how long people will tolerate certain things. Like, after so long in Mordor, you gotta get the hell out of Mordor, right? But I do think that the dev team aren't scared by people bitching. The racist bitching they're not going to cave to that. Yeah, let's be a roving target for anybody who can see or sense people. We're gonna fail this one, because...
Why are you bothering me?
Why do you sound like a Breelander? No! We shouldn't have left you alone! We'll pick up the torch. I am a high elf, go away! Why didn't we take my horse? Oh, don't worry about it. She's just babbling. You can't betray somebody if you didn't swear fealty to them, you dipshit. Oh, don't be talking shit about the king. Not here. Back to Lorien. He's like, I want guardrails. Your elf witch works wonders. Let me go give it. As well, and because of Song of Adventure, I need both of your accounts after all. Okay.
Along the banks of the great river, you evaded a great evil, but not without cost. The girl Nona was brought before me, wounded and in pain. I did for her what I could, but her fate is not yet clear to me.
I wish I could go back and fix those videos, make them not so loud. Oh, I have discovered the House of Celeborn.
You have journeyed far and have come very close to death and sadness.
True. There's no rest for you, we who worry of the safety. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
It is nearly time for you to depart again.
Alas. Okay, we're gonna stop there. I'm actually going to... This is like my least favorite thing in the entire game. I do not like heights, and I do not like heights without guardrails. So, not my favorite. So, we're gonna stop here. And then we'll pick up with Book 7, Chapter 1. Eventually we'll get our ass to... We'll get our ass where we're going. We are the Bane of the White Wizard. And we completed the Mist of Anduin, which on this thing, it gives us this repurposed white hand cloak, which is really cool. And I get the title Bane of the White Wizard on this server alone. So it's one reason why you should play the legendary worlds is that you get some goodies, that some stuff you can take to your home world, some stuff that you can't. Alrighty, so we're gonna get out of here. Y'all be good. If you can't be good at it. I will be on DDO stream tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and then I'll be back here to play some more DDO on Monday evening. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.